Today, you guys are in for a treat. I'm really excited about this video. I know, I'm excited about a lot of videos, but here I am going to show you how the same tool, but different grit can totally change the outcome of a manicure. I'm gonna use the Big E and the Rocket Flame. Check these out. I'm gonna use one finger in fine and the other finger in medium. You guys are gonna see how grit really makes a difference in a manicure. Same RPMs, same person, same similarities in actually the nail anatomy, but what a difference it will do. It's not just one grit and one bit that does it all. It's about understanding different skin types, different tools, and different RPMs so that you can be successful. We don't have to spend 20, 30 minutes on cuticle work. What we need to do is understand different skin types and make sure that we are effective and efficient. Let me say it again, effective and efficient. Let's go ahead and dive in. My model today has beautiful nails, and I want to show you guys the difference between medium and fine. So I'm working with the Big E. You gotta say it like that. None of this little e, none of this just e. But what I'm doing is I'm keeping the bit flat, okay? And I'm just pushing into that proximal fold. It is like feathering. Very, very light pressure, okay? I don't have to spend a lot of time working on the right side in the sinus area because I will turn my machine in reverse. Now, because we're going to do enhancements, I am going to take the opportunity, since I'm working with a larger tool and I'm working at 9,000 RPMs, is I'm just very gently going to let this bit just rock right over the nail so that I have removed all of that shine, just like that. That's how we perfectly prep the nail. Now, I'm now going to do all 10 fingers, right? But because I'm teaching you guys, I would normally do all 10 fingers, right? But I want to show you everything that I can do with the Big E at 9,000 RPM. So I'm switching my machines, and here I am doing the same exact strokes, but I'm in the opposite direction. Now, if you're a righty, you're gonna start in reverse, and for my lefties, you're gonna do the same motion, but you're gonna start in reverse and end in forward. And the reason for that is, you see how I have that little lip right now? Since I'm a righty and I'm in reverse, look, that skin just catches. Now, if I were to put it in forward, I want you guys to see this, because this is an aha moment. See how I just pushed it down? We don't want the proximal fold to be touching the nail plate. We want to get it up so we can tuck our product. That is why we start in forward and we end in reverse. Let me get that back up. See, look at that. So gentle, so gentle. When I'm doing that, I'm not even really touching the nail plate. Now, if my client has a bunch of crusties, since I have my medium, what's really nice about this is I'm just gonna exfoliate. Just make her hands softer. This little free edge right here has a little bit of a callus. Just gonna take that edge right there and clean it up. And you see how there's that little ridge right there? I don't wanna cut that. I know some of you wanna cut it. Don't cut it. It's attached to live stuff. But what I can do is take my bit in a circular motion. You take the Big E head, and I'm not on the nail plate. I am literally just rotating in a circular motion, pulling that skin tight, and it is just exfoliating off. My model has drier skin, so this is really nice. It's not super dry where it's just like Instagram, boom. But it's coming off nicely. I'm not tearing the skin, which is important. And tearing means when there's more moisture in the skin, that's when you have to play with different RPMs. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Slow and steady wins the race. So if this, you guys, was just my 45-minute gel manicure, I'm done. I don't need to do anything more. Some of you are gonna be wanting to pull out more tools, do more of the things, and you don't need to. Keep moving the service forward. Go ahead and put some product on it. So if you're doing a structured gel manicure and you want to open up just this pocket a little more so that you can tuck your polish, so here I am with my medium rocket ship, right? Look, it looks like a cute little rocket ship. And I chose medium because everything on this nail I'm doing in medium, because I'm gonna next show you on the next finger what fine does. It exfoliates differently. Grit matters, so even though the tool looks the same, it is performing differently. So I'm never using the point. You don't wanna be using it like this. This is a no. Use the side of it. That way if your client moves, you're not tearing. Make sure you move with the nail, and I'm opening this up. You're never gonna see me do this, right? Let me go ahead and turn my E-file off. You guys, if you're in a habit of doing this and pulling down in the lateral groove, you are going to damage the nail plate. You are going to damage this fold, and the nail does not have a brain and is not going to know to grow straight. That's when you're going to start seeing it split. So just be very aware of that. You can still use the flame to open it up, but look how I'm doing that right there. Just pulling it back and then rocking the skin. Beautiful. Again, always utilizing that forward and reverse. To me, it's worth the 2 seconds of switching it to just get that better look. Now, when you feel a little chunk, that's just when you continue to tap it out, okay? And just continue to talk to your client. Ask them, how's this feeling? Let's go ahead and spray the nail. Using that alcohol, always the motion up towards my client. I want to open up that pocket, make sure I remove all the dust. Oh man, you look sexy. Look at that. Well, hello, beautiful. Man, that just looks like a clean. Now look how much more I can open that up now. Now there is a little bit of these particles right here. See this right here? I'm not really happy about this. See that? And that? I'm going to see, are they attached to the nail plate or are they just on that rim? Now, listen, guys, this is really important because some of my perfectionists in the house, I'm not a perfectionist. I have no problem moving on. But I see you and I know who you are. And you're like, I got to get it. So you got to trust the process and know that eventually that's on the top. So when I go at the very end with my polisher ball, it's going to flake off. Trust the process. If you sit here now with your nippers and start cutting it, you're going to create more issues in the long run. Trust the process. I got you. Okay, so this is super fun, you guys, because I literally am going to be using almost the same RPMs, the same tool, but different grit. So you can see on my bit right now with the big E, gotta say it like that, is that it has a red band. So that is a fine. And you can see that to get this cuticle off, it's taking me a lot more passes. My pressure's the same, my RPMs is the same. Now, I cannot prep with this tool, right? If I just go over it like this, it's doing more of a buffing than it is a roughing. Big difference here. We don't buff the nail, we rough the nail before applying product. But I wanted you guys to see the difference in the textures. So here I am. Remember, you cannot prep the nail plate with fine, period, okay? We're gonna go ahead, put it in reverse. And I know she's a little tight right here. I'm going in with a flame in a minute, so I don't need to spend a lot of time trying to open that up. I'm just taking the ball part of my tool and just pushing it into that fold and then just gently exfoliating. Since I'm in reverse, I'm doing my back roll, just catching some of that lip. Remember, continue to move the surface forward. Why would I try to take this big tool and push it into the sinus area? Doesn't make sense, doesn't fit, so keep moving. Right? This doesn't fit. So why am I going to do pass after pass and just thin out the nail right there? I'm going to use a different tool. Now, if this was my client and I wasn't making a video, would I use the medium or the fine? What do you guys say? What do you guys think I would use? Perfect. I'm at 13,000 RPMs. I went from 9 to 13. You guys see the difference? Look right there. Check that piece out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Not as much hype as I thought, but we're getting there. Now, if somebody has moist skin, you're going to see more pulling, and that's just when you're going to have to use some discernment if you increase your RPMs, if you should have worked with medium, or if you need to use your nippers. But again, err on the side of caution. First service, first date, take it easy. But let's take it a little farther. Girlfriend, what's a structured gel manicure? I'm going to go ahead and take my rocket ship, and I am going to open up that pocket. Starting in the center position, I'm at 13,000 RPMs, just getting my little edge right underneath there. Very gentle, you guys. I'm not digging. This is not the gold rush. I am just sweeping, sweeping, sweeping. Don't force it if it's not going underneath there. If your client has that sticky, overgrown cuticle, don't do it. It's not worth it. Now, she's tight, but you can see right here, I'm able to get in there. I'm not able to get over here. It's not opening up. But when I put my E-file in reverse, check this out. We're going to open her up. Can I say that? Kind of like it. Look at that. See how that tip's fitting right underneath? Boom. The power of utilizing forward and reverse. It's a beautiful thing. Okay? All right, you guys, so same tool. We use the big E for both of these manicures. We use them at 9,000 RPMs, but like take a look at how they look. The nails were very similar. The skin was the same. We used it around the proximal fold and pushed in. But look. All right, cameraman, which one looks better?
The pointer.
The pointer, that's right, because it was more gritty. If you guys zoom in here right on the diamond, you can see that these diamond particles are larger and they're sharper. So we were able to exfoliate that dry proximal fold a lot easier. Now at the same speed, 9,000 with fine, look at how much skin was still left. I'm not happy with this. I'm gonna redo it for her because I don't like the way it looks. Is it still healthy? Yes. But look at it also fray the skin. See that? That is with the fine. 9,000 RPMs. This is the medium with 9,000 RPMs. The pointer finger that we did in medium, that's absolutely was ready to just go in with application. But we decided we were going to do a structure manicure. It was nice using the Rocket Flame to really be able just to get under that lip. It was a little tighter, so the medium just kind of broke it up a little quicker for me, whereas the fine, I had to do multiple passes. I would really wanted to increase my RPMs because the bit was just getting stuck. When your bits are getting stuck, increase your RPMs. Do not increase your pressure. Let the bits do the work. The whole point of me making this video for you guys is so that you can actually see that even though these tools are the same shape, they do function different. Same person, very similar nail plates, but look at the different results that we got. So for me, since I knew my client's skin, I would have used medium for everything. Now a client who has thinner skin, I love fine. I use fine a lot. Someone like me where I can literally say, open up and my cuticles just go bing. I'm gonna use fine and clean it out. Somebody who's a little more tight, I'm gonna use medium. Now remember, medium is more aggressive. So if we're under that proximal fold and we're doing pass after pass, make sure you're not making too many passes so when the nail grows out, you see this little trench. That means we filed too much, or that means that we were at the wrong angle. All right, well, since I've had so much fun working with my biggie, I showed you the medium, the fine. Why not go ahead and show you the very fine? The polisher was my best friend. Let's see if the new kid on the block makes any difference. So I'm running it at 13,000 RPMs. This is the last step in a manicure, okay? So if we already have product on, or if we're just doing a manicure, that's just when you have to critically think, am I really gonna put oil before I apply product? The answer is no. But since I'm not, well, you guys knew I wasn't super happy with it. 13,000 RPMs in the reverse direction because I still like to do my rollback, especially in that area where I wish I would have taken a little bit down. But listen, grit matters. Size matters too, but that's a different conversation for another time. So much easier than using nippers. She's gonna have a clean look. These are gonna be her prettiest nails like for the next 3 weeks. You guys, you saw it for yourself. This is no Photoshop. This is no snake oil. Grit matters, technique matters. Elevation, education. Like and subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. I wanna make sure you're in the know with the dry. Me and you, we got this. Now go make some money.